Not to mention, just from an anecdotal perspective, how many really old, really fat people have you seen? Like, and I mean really old, 80s, 90s, 100, people who are really, really old and really, really fat. Probably none. The vast majority of very old people that you see are actually pretty small. They're very lean, right? And it doesn't mean they weren't heavy at one time, but as they got older, they had to lose weight in order to stay healthier, or they would have died. Like, this is a fact. We can look at the statistics and research on this. If you have a lot of excess body fat, you are infinitely more likely to die earlier and younger from any number of diseases. So you cannot be healthy at any size. That does not exist. But that movement is, I think, doing a lot more harm than good. And I have a very scary feeling in my gut that tells me our children and their children will look back on the posts that health at every, because everything is documented now. Like, everything is there. There will be school assignments in which kids are told to go find and look at posts from Health at Every Size, in which people who are promoting Health at Every Size were saying you can be healthy. It doesn't matter your weight. It doesn't matter your size. But like, and they're going to find these posts. They're going to give school presentations on how these types of posts led to a higher death rate, a higher mortality rate of people in our generation because they were eating it up. No pun intended, because they were saying, oh, I can gain weight. I can gain weight. And we're going to see dramatic increases in health issues because of these posts. And kids are going to be presenting on this in 50 to 100 years, going back, looking at history and saying, this is a huge mistake that we made.
Wow, mic drop. But it's very true when you do think about it. Wherever I've lived, in any part of the world, I can't see I have seen many very overweight elderly people.
Yeah,
And
they have some body fat, but like, they're not obese.
mm,
And they're definitely not morbidly obese. The
mm,
older you get, the leaner you are. And for whatever it's worth, size really matters in general. I mean, this is why like bodybuilders have a
mhm,
very low lifespan. The amount of stress that it puts on your body and your heart to carry around all of this extra weight is very difficult and stressful. So that's one of the reasons why like I don't want to get huge. Like, I've never wanted like to go on these huge bulks and gain, like, listen, I have plenty of muscle. It's fine. I don't need to be big and jacked. I don't want to put way more stress on my body than I need to. Like, I'm plenty. So for whatever it's worth, I think that this mindset that I just said is what the health at every size movement was initially going for, was just, let's have more realistic body standards. And unfortunately, it's just snowballed into something that's going to be killing people if it isn't already. And
mm,
actually, you know what? I think it already is, because we can look at people without question, from the COVID pandemic. Who were the people who were most likely to die from COVID? It was the people who were severely overweight and did not exercise on a regular basis.
mm.
Being severely overweight, having a higher body fat, was a major risk factor for dying from COVID. It was a major, major risk factor. It's like, I would be shocked if there weren't people involved in there who had eaten up the health at every size doctrine, didn't focus on losing weight, didn't focus on getting their health in check, got COVID, and very sadly died as a result of it. Whereas maybe they could have lived if they had gotten their health in check earlier. There's no question that this movement will be killing people.